Yep, news. Yep, mic check. Oh my gosh. Devblog 26 is just... Why am I down here? Hello and welcome back everybody. Devblog 26 has been released. So let's get into it because I am way too excited to hold off on actually reading it. Devblog 26. It's going to be back on another Devblog. Where should we start? Let's address the big question first. Okay, before I started, I'm happy I can see the image. You're wondering why I'm saying that? I'm in England, and a certain law made it so you have to do your age and all that. And the older blogs, if I go on them, have this. This is what the older Devblogs look like for me. Okay, Devblog 26. Wait, I see one. Like, there's a warehouse door. Where is the next chapter? Believe it or not, it's coming along, but it hasn't been without challenges. Earlier this year, we ran into some significant design and technical issues with the underground digging gameplay. I'm not really surprised. I think it's like a voxel trains this a minute. Simply put, it wasn't meeting the quality bar we expected from Scrap Mechanic. Once we reached a version that felt right from gameplay perspective, it also required a heavy optimization pass to make sure it performs well in a large underground world. That meant more iteration and testing than originally planned. We could have made development easier for ourselves by lowering the bar or simplifying the parts of the feature, but that's not how we approach Scrap Mechanic. We care deeply about delivering something that felt fresh, solid, and worth the wait. Wait, it was indeed. Even when it meant taking longer, we're now generally happy with where it's headed, and we believe that we'll be clear when you finally get it to play. So when is it coming out? It's not this year, unfortunately. They didn't say this year though. But we're very sure it'll finally get to play next chapter next year. The release date will be announced in the coming months, and as well as the name. That's all we can say for now. That's coming months. Ooh. Let's jump into new stuff. We noticed that we had enough spoiler-free content to make a new devblog. So here goes. New survival train. Oh, they've actually put the stuff before the images now. That's nice. You see the images before seeing the text. Gosh, my voice is going. The survival train has received a really big overhaul, and we have finally got around adding all the things that we always wanted for the generated survival world. The aim was to create more varied and visually interesting places, beautiful forest worlds, as well as bridges. Bridges? New mountain formations, and better desert biomes. Yeah, that was required. Deserts were a little plain. We also added new ruins, secrets, as well as making sure road systems are better and easier to navigate with improved linking. Here are some new shots for new survival train. So that's the blueprint station. I think that was Devblog 25. The lighting is definitely deep. There's also a bit of a fog going on as well. A little foggy. So let's see. Corn, flowers. Yeah, I really don't recognize this tile. And this little road stop is a lot more like curvy as well. Texture of the road been improved. I don't know if it was this detailed either. The trees all look like the same trees we got currently. What the? Like an ocean ruin? Tote bots. There. Not sure what that is. That's interesting. How do you get up here? Guessing at the back of this, probably? That weird cryogenic sort of space. Which is interesting enough, is next to a punt forest. And, oh wow. The road actually intercepts with water now. That's cool. And it's actually reinforced in that. Wow. Beeswax there. Trying to spot anything they've snuck in sneakily. The foliage is pretty dense, like over here. Like it gets a little darker, interestingly. Or was that just a bit shading? Sure. Autumn biome. That's a new structure. I don't think we have any with that. Oh, my voice is going. Sorry. Don't have any structures of that currently. And oh my gosh, it's actually a bridge. They've added bridges. They've added bridges. Oh my! I'm gonna look at that in a sec. The car they're using doesn't look like there's anything new. 4-tier warehouse. Yeah, it's a bit like distance fog. Which you can see over here. It's a bit foggy in distance. Not sure the driving to on the end here. Is that another blueprint station? Not sure. Also get news on the raid redesign. Another part of survival. Oh no, I'm getting a drink. My voice is gone. I've blown my voice box already. Can't tell. I am very enthusiastic when it comes to this. Even with the weight. Okay, I'm back. I've had a nice drink. May not really calm down. Let's get back into this. Before I get back in, actually, there's one thing I was going to say. I was concerned about not being able to view the images. I was really considering drawing them in paint. What I thought they looked like. I'm happy I haven't, because I don't know if I'll be able to draw some next stuff like train. Wait, oh gosh, well, that makes a lot more sense. Another part of survival that got a very big overhaul is the raids. We have turned them into a much more well-designed game element with a lot more depth that's currently in survival. The difficulty scales are a lot better now. Enemies are a lot smarter, choosing better paths. We redesigned the raid UI and made the raid start right away when they get triggered instead of making a mechanic wait for a day. Wait, we changed... We rearranged the raid UI and made the raid start right away. Right away, I can't say R as well, sorry. When they get triggered instead of making the mechanic wait for a day. They're much more engaging and fun now, including a lot of our newer box as well. So, hay bots and a tape bot. Is that behind tape bot? Is that a green tape bot as well behind him? See something greenish. Hay bots. That's a new part or block. Looks more like a part. Hay bots. I can see yellow tape bots fire. Red tote bot. Those are a lot of interesting parts I see around the edges. Those, I don't recognize any of these blocks. Oh, like crate-like blocks. Green tape bots in the back. Or the bubble plastic ones. What crops are growing? Blueberries. Carrots. Not sure what's in this corner. The Cornade. We're excited about this one. Oh gosh. This is a new weapon in Scrap Mechanic called the Cornade. We know that some players end up in really tricky situations in the warehouse and decide to add a new grenade type weapon to help these certain unfair enemies encounters. Now that we've added it, we can't understand why we didn't do it sooner. We also made it super satisfying to use, simple, but a great addition to Scrap Mechanic. Oh, is this block? Oh, the actual blocks? That's also the I-beam, which is normally in warehouses. Just where there's also a bunch of popcorn. Can I eat it? Okay, so the blocks here, interestingly, are they on top of them here? Does that mean we're getting them in the ruins? We're going to get these blocks? Also, this is a new ruin. We don't have one that's partly sunken out the reef bit. And is that a water tower? Maybe a water tower in the background? Oh, got another shot of it here. What the? The one shot's the green tote bots. What is that? What is that? I don't think yellow top bot. It has like the flat head of one. I don't think that's yellow top bot though. Multi-shaped parts. Something that's always been a big problem with the building parts in the scrap mechanic is that parts could not have multiple shapes within a single part. This is now resolved, and with that we've added a few new parts that have the new possibilities. It's a bit of a niche thing, but I want to have it included since it offers quite a few new and fun ways to interact with parts. So the hitbox. Yeah, because the hitbox normally we considered a fallen cylinder here, it would. That's interesting, because it can make rails rather easy if you have parts like this as well. There's also more of these new blocks around. There's scrapwood there though. Oh wait, we get hit. Look at the. Okay, this is the old hotbar. Or they're not changed hotbar. I thought the hotbar was going to change. What the? Well, they make it easy to pick up though. Oh, wedge blocks. The base and background. That's a new ruin or like new building you find background way back. Little outpost back there. I wonder if that's what we saw the raid on earlier. Useful ladder. We're finally getting a ladder. I remember seeing like a climbing animation reference in the files. And I just assumed it was scrap. I wanted to build a fire track with a floating ladder. Maybe just have a ladder to keep your creations tighter without the need for a big staircase. Well, we added a ladder. Since Scrap Mechanic is a very creative and free game, we had to make sure the new ladder worked on moving vehicles, but also it is possible to climb at angles you would expect to climb. It is more superior than the toilet seat. You'll be the judge. So this is like a single part and multiple and it combines? Oh gosh. New way to get to top of warehouse roofs. Or the ruins at least. Oh gosh. So you sort of walk into them like Minecraft then. Okay. I walk into them, I wonder, or is it based on the way you're looking while walking into them? Tier 3 wood is been mostly made of. Wait, that gas can, it's empty. Running on fumes there. Looks empty because there won't be a blue light indicating how much. Freezer and ice blocks. The ice block is a very low friction block, making the mechanic slide on top of it. Together with the slants, it's possible to slides, among other things. To craft ice blocks, the player has to obtain a freezer and add water. Using this block in creative ways can be very beneficial, especially with transportation systems. That's the freezer. Is that the conveyor input? Like a input for inventory systems? Oh gosh. So is it like a 0 or 1 on friction then? Look good. So if this is made of water, how durable is it? I'm guessing 1, right? Because otherwise you can just pump infinite water and make tons of blocks. What the? That's a new mechanic suit. It's like a hay. So you're just covered in hay in it. Hay camouflage. Interestingly, it looks like there's maybe 2, or this is partly painted, or it's just shading. There's like 2 different colors here. It might be painted. I see something blue to the left. Is that a bit of ice on the floor? Might be. It's probably their boat, I guess. I take it then. Oh, and Ducky outfit. Oh, it's Ducky. Oh, hey. That's why it looks fluffy. As a return in Devblog transition, we have included a new outfit. This time, it's time to reveal the Ducky outfit. It was on our drawing board for a very long time, and we've finally made it. Got to made it. Another one of our more wacky outfits, and really fun to mix with the other outfits. Why did you don't have one this sooner? Update. What? Is this even in a warehouse still? that in a full arena? Some of you mechanics who have been following previous Devblogs might remember this stinky trash pot. We iterated on him quite a bit after that. We ended up doing a lot of changes and improvements. He's now a lot more intense than what we started with, but also way more fun to fight. Oh gosh. I was not expecting this level. There's another one who's come. It's just like pumping tons of sewage out or something. So the top warehouse is like specialized for garbage. Like all the garbage goes to the top and he deals with it. There's a lot more content that we have been working on, but that is saved for the release. We wish you an amazing holiday and happy new year. Please keep a close eye on our channels in the coming months. Channels. Stay creative mechanics. Oh god. Wow. So yeah, the wait was worth it. At least it is. Gosh. Like I'm zooming this as well, so we still see the elevator here. It looks like there's at least a little platform before you jump in, so you can at least choose. You want to proceed. Just open the door to this guy. Oh gosh. Tons of garbage around the edge, like a bunch of scuba shovels. Gosh, like it's overflowing now. I don't even check. Anything in the background of these? Yeah, a bit of the desert look. In the background there, that looks like a decent sized one. The other thing about deserts, they tend to be very straight in a line and barely any width. Oh, that's fixed. That looks like a ruin we already got. That does. I recognise that ruin. It's like the ruin with one green chest and maybe one crate and one haybot. Try looking at distance. Maybe it's on the boat. But definitely isolated. A bit blurry. Look how far. See, were there any new blocks on the fire truck? New controllers. Controller looks a little more like it's illuminated there. Was it a flash of tier 3 realms thing? No, the blue does look a bit more glowy. Interestingly, they actually reinforce themselves to the ground. Guess how much that helps. Just look at the seat. The ducky on the driver's seat. I just realised the ducky's been making appearance for a bit, haven't they? Listen, there's a compass. Just look, just saw this. There's a compass now. The icons at the bottom haven't changed. Okay, there was a compass. I missed that. I don't think the HUD's been on anywhere else, has it? No, it's hidden here. I don't shoot the spud gun either. Okay. Just doing a last little check for any hidden details. The fact you put paint in that part. Sorry. Sorry I call you out on it. Also, so we got obviously the cable roll. It's all wood. I don't know what they're called in real life. No, but there's also like a slanted panel. Hotbar. Wait a second. Why do you have the resource collector in your hotbar? You can't put that in your inventory unless you're in creative. Also, that's like a really red wood. Do the redwood trees have their own wood now? Maybe? Looks a bit reddish, like it's redwood. Nothing else. Because this could just be them in might be dev creative mode. Why they've gone that in the hotbar, possibly. The compass is cool though. I'm curious, does that mean we're getting a map? I'm hopeful for a map. They haven't said anything on it. But again, a compass that would be helpful. That's weird. The table bots. I don't think that's what they're called. The tote bots, like little electrical at the top there, whips seems really like obvious. That, or maybe I have my effects down. I forgot what they look like. So I always hate when these really chaotic scenes because there's so much going on. A lot of green tape bots in the background. Interestingly. But it's cool that they dropped in now rather than disappearing. I'm also curious, like, it says they start right away. So like, as soon as you finish planting... As soon as you start planting, is that when they come? And so I'm interpreting it? Actually, you can see the desert in the background. Desert look a little more like cliffs and that. The desert back there. And the boat system, that's a water tower to the right. Oh yeah, you can see the ducky here as well. I'm too busy looking at the bridge. That ruin looks a little like slimmer than the others as well, actually. That might be a new one. Cotton is still here. Got a little arch in the water. The water looks a little deeper. Yeah, there's a new effect for water, I think. I'll make it go like this sort of colour. That's interesting. Yeah, I know lighting had a pretty big pass when it came to grass shaders like that. But yeah, it looks like other places have got improved lighting. So yeah, that is Devblog 26. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I did. My voice is really going again. So I guess we'll see what happens next year. I'm side regardless. What happens? I'm easily side. I'm very optimistic. Yeah, I'll see you next year. Bye.